Hello again and welcome back to Go Visit Castles.
This week our travels have brought us to the wonderful village of Castleton here in the High Peaks in Derbyshire to visit Peveril Castle.
And as always on Go Visit Castles, we visit, we explore, and the castle, it gets a score.
So let's go.
Come on.
So we've just popped into the English Heritage Visitors Centre whilst we're here. I've bought my guidebook for the castle and I've bought my Rulers of England ruler.
I've got a little bit of merch for the kids when we get home. They're going to love this. And I will say that if you are visiting an English heritage property, it's a really good thing to spend a little bit of money in the gift shop because the money you spend helps to support English heritage properties all over the country. And that's a really good thing. So come on, let's go and explore Peveril Castle.
Let's go. Peveril Castle was built for William Peveril just after the Norman Conquest of England in 1066. The knights who had fought with William the Conqueror were rewarded with castles and manors all over the country, and William Peveril was rewarded with so many that people began to speculate that he was really the illegitimate son of William the Conqueror.
This place looks absolutely awesome.
Well, first impressions of the castle. It's situated right on top of a hill, which is absolutely cracking, brilliant defensive position.
Exploring this castle, you also get an added bonus of getting a workout, all within the same price. Come on, let's go. First impressions of Peveril. It is an absolutely fantastic little Norman castle. Its position in the landscape is absolutely brilliant. You couldn't have picked a better site defensively to build a castle. And I wouldn't want to attack this castle, that's for sure.
Just having a look at what would have been the hall, and what I noticed is the style of brickwork that you've got here. I think it's called herringbone style brickwork, and this was common in Norman times, so we know that this bit of the castle was built when William Peveril was here at the castle. You can see it goes all the way behind me, down here, for the base of the Great Hall. And we've also got it at the base of the curtain wall as well, so that bit of the castle we know was here at the time of William Peveril.
This really is a brilliant Norman keep. As the rule goes for Norman keeps in England goes though, the one we've got here at Peveril is really quite small. And if you look around, you'll notice that there aren't any fireplaces, which indicates that this keep wasn't actually designed to be lived in. What we have got here though is a lower level which would have been used for storage, and an upper level which we're on now, which would have been used for administration purposes, that type of thing. And I think the keep as a whole, if the going got tough and the castle was under attack, this would be a last refuge, a real good defendable place to keep out the enemy. I really quite like it, it's brilliant in here.
William Peveril's son became too independent for Henry II's liking, and after William Peveril the Younger attempted to poison the 4th Earl of Chester, Henry confiscated his estates. Henry built the stone keep to fortify the castle against the local barons who were starting to revolt against the king's authority. So I've just been admiring the view from the cupboard back there, and what I have noticed is that you can see for miles and miles over the surrounding area. So one of the reasons Henry may have built the stone keep here in this defensive position was because the local barons were starting to act far too independently for Henry's liking, and Henry built the keep here as a reminder that he was the king and he was in charge. The only real action the castle saw was when King John gave the castle to William de Ferrers in 1216. The castle guards refused to hand the castle over, and de Ferrers gained the king's permission to take the castle by force.
I love a spooky tale, and every castle has its ghost, and Peveril Castle is no exception. Many visitors have reported a riderless horse running within the lower bailey of Peveril Castle, and on stormy winter's evenings, a lone white knight has been spotted wandering the battlements as if to be still on duty from times long ago.
In 1372, Edward III gave the castle to his son John of Gaunt. John had at least 30 other castles, and since it was very difficult to add more rooms to Peveril, John stripped the castle of its lead and used it to improve Pontefract Castle instead. And from this point onwards, the castle started to fall into disrepair.
So Joe, Peveril Castle.
Yep.
I've had a great time here today. I'm a
Yep.
big fan of a Norman keep. What are your thoughts?
Fantastic. Where it's situated is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at these views. It's absolutely just incredible, and I love the fact there's still a Norman keep here, and it actually is relatively quite intact as well to look at. You can go inside it and explore it.
So what we always do on Go Visit Castles, we're going to give Peveril Castle a score, and I think Peveril Castle gets a good solid Go Visit Castle score of 6.5.
I agree. I agree. Should we head down into the village now? Maybe have a spot of lunch? I think there's a nice haunted hotel down there as well that we may just pop into and get a sandwich.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
But if you've visited Peveril Castle, let us know what you think of it in the comments below. If there's anything we've missed out that was worth looking at, any fun facts about the history of it that we may not know, may have missed, then let us know. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Go Visit Castles.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.